Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chat channel, donations, Venmo, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, I told you guys, Joshua Wilder is one of the hottest topics in boxing right now. Fans got their fix with Canelo Triple G. Will the rematch happen? We'll wait and see. But right now, the fight that hasn't happened, that everyone keeps talking about for 2018, is Joshua Wilder. And I told you the walls are closing in. A lot of fans who are, I don't understand why, making reasons and excuses and loopholes and obstacles for Joshua to not fight Wilder. Wilder doesn't sell enough. Wilder doesn't make enough money. He's never sold out a stadium. Fight Dillian, you know what I'm saying? He has no one on his resume. I don't get it. I don't get it. They're two champions. Unification should actually be a thing. What's the point of being a champion if you can't unify with another fellow champion? Anyway, Wilder Stiverne 2, the rematch peaked at 887,000 viewers. Very good viewership. It had an average of 824,000. So it's just a hair under 900,000 views. Now, some people may, oh, it didn't even break 1 million. You got to look at this. Showtime as a network, they're reestablishing themselves for boxing, but for the longest, HBO was the main staple premium network for boxing. They've done a great job, especially this year, with their boxing programming. Showtime, that is. That's one thing. Two, HBO has more overall total subscribers. I would say by and large, as a network, HBO has better original programming. You know what I mean? They've had shows like The Wire, Boardwalk Empire, The Sopranos, True Blood, Suki, right? Game of Thrones. So therefore, they have more total subscribers. So boxing, you might, you flip between channels, catch boxing or whatever. Showtime, they're looking to change that. So that's another thing. But more importantly, aside from the other logistics of just being on different networks, the reason why I feel this is very good numbers is because I was at the fight. The Barclays was lit. Almost 11,000 people were there. The knockout had everybody jazzed up and juiced. And beyond that, in New York, the same exact city, they had UFC 217, the return of GSP, right? He hasn't fought in some years, trained by Freddie Roach. He's one of the people that ushered in and was a pioneer for the UFC and was a flagship UFC fighter at welterweight. You know what I mean? He's coming back to fight a champion, Michael Bisping, who does a lot of trash talking. The UFC, that was one of their best cards this year. They haven't had the greatest year to me. And the UFC, I will give them credit. They do an exceptional job promoting their best cards. UFC 205 last year, UFC 217. They do a great job with the embedded series, promos on their Instagram, Dana White posting stuff, and people were really juiced for this card. Because this is how I know, because I know some people who are primarily boxing fans, and since Wilder was rematching Stiverne, which was a rematch that we've already seen some version of that fight, I knew some boxing fans that were actually watching UFC 217 because the card was so stacked. You had Joanna on their championship fight, some trash talking there. She put her fist in the girl's face, Rose's face. You had TJ Dillashaw versus Cody Garbrandt. That was a fight I was definitely looking forward to. And you had upsets that night. But more importantly, this all happened in New York, right? You know what I'm saying? Not far from each other. Barclays in MSG, Madison Square Garden. So these are good numbers because, again, you're competing with one of UFC's best cards this year with a lot of quality fights that UFC was throwing. And in fact, this was a rematch. But the way Deontay Wilder handled it and blasted out Stiverne, it became a trending thing. And these are good numbers. You know what I mean? This is actually one of the highest rated Showtime boxing programming this year. You know what I mean? I think Broner versus Granados was somewhere in the 700,000s in terms of what it peaked at. And that was the highest rated Showtime boxing and highest rated boxing regular network TV viewership. And then I think Lomachenko versus Sosa maybe beat that on HBO. And now I think this Wilder Stavern, and I don't have all the numbers off the top of my head, but I believe Wilder Stavern, it should be definitely top 3 of network highest rated viewerships for this year. So great numbers, especially, like I said, competing against UFC 217. New media, a lot of people don't point that out. And this is what I challenge you guys to. When you read articles and different things like that, or other people make videos, check that out. See if they actually mention the UFC 217, because I think it goes hand in hand. Because imagine if UFC 217 happened a week before or a week after, and this was the only event in town in New York, you know what I mean? And the only pay-per-view people had to order. The numbers probably would have been higher. Well, actually, this wasn't a pay-per-view, but you guys get what I'm saying. Very solid quality numbers. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.